Hello everyone, this is Mrs Edwards bringing you your numeracy edition, and today we will be looking at adding two numbers together but by using number bonds to help us. So today's target is to add two numbers together, and the success criteria, how you are going to do that is by adding using number bonds. So I will be looking today at you using your knowledge of number bonds to achieve today's target. Okay, you will need paper and a pencil definitely, but you will also find a number line to 20 useful, counting objects and tens frames useful too. So let's kickstart our lesson. True or false? 12 add 4 equals 15. Now when I say I want you to use your understanding of number bonds, I want you to be looking at numbers and I want you to be breaking them apart. So here, see here, we've got the number 12 and it's 1 10 and 2 extra ones. So look at that 2 there. What does 2 add 4 make? Because then if you add that number to your 10, oh, going too fast, it will tell you whether it's true or false. So that's what I mean when I say use your number bonds. Okay, so can you tell me, is 12 add 4 equal to 15? Pause the video, work it out. You can use a number line or counting objects or just count on in your head if you want to. But let's see if it's true or false. So it's false, and can you see here I've shown how we've used our knowledge of number bonds to work it out. So there's 12 in red, and you've got the 1 10 and the 2 extra ones, and then here's our 4 that we are adding it to. Now if you look, if we add the 2 and the 4 together first, here we are, 2 add 4, it equals 6. And if we then put that 6 added to the 10 that we already have, you can see quite quickly 10 add 6 or 6 add 10 is 16, not 15. So well done if you knew it was false. Okay, complete the additions. 3 add 5 equals what? 3 add 5 equals what? Quite a nice easy one. Pause the video, work it out. 3 add 5 equals 8. So 3 and 5 is a number bond of 8. It is a number fact how you can make 8. 3 add 5 or 5 add 3 is a number bond of 8. And you can see I've demonstrated my working out in a few ways. First I counted all of the spots because we needed to know what the answer was, what the counters were all together. So first I counted them. Then I demonstrated it on a blank number line, so I knew I had to start at 3, and then I did 5 jumps and it got me to number 8, and then I did it on a tens frame. So I've got my 3 there, and then I added 5 extra ones and it showed me that it was 8. So there's lots of ways of checking your answer with this one. 3 add 5 is 8. It's a number bond of 8. Now, we know that 3 add 5 is a number bond of 8. That's all I am going to say, because now I want you to work out what this number sentence is. So you've got here 13 add 5 equals what? There's your 10. And there's your 3 extra ones. So this is 13. And here is your adding 5. Now remember I said 3 add 5 is a number bond of 8. That's the only clue I'm giving you. What do you think the answer is? Pause the video and we'll check on the next slide. Okay, so the answer was 18. Did anybody realise that 3 add 5 made 8? And then did you realise if you added 8 to 10, 1 10 and 8 extra ones makes the number 18. Now if you look here, I've done a little number sentence. It says 3 add 5 equals 8. 8 add 10 equals 18. Okay, so that is a really lovely way of using your number bonds to get to the answer, because I think when you hear 13 add 5, whoa, sounds quite a complicated question. I think quite big numbers, isn't it? But when you just think, oh, I know that 3 add 5 is 8, and I know that 10 add 8 extra ones is 18, suddenly it becomes a lot easier to do these quite tricky maths questions. So big well done if you figured that out. Now, remember, 3 and 5 is a number bond of 8. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to put that out there. We have 15 add 3 here. So here's our 10, our 110 for 15, and there's our 5 extra ones. So this bit here is our 15, and then we're adding 3. Remember, 3 add 5 is a number bond of 8. Just keep saying that. So pause the video, work it out, and we'll check on the next slide. Aha! It's the same answer. How can that be? 15 add 3 is 18, the same as 13 add 5 is 18. And the reason that is because 5 add 3 or 3 add 5 is a number bond of 8. So those two numbers added together are always going to make 8, which means whether you say 15 add 3 or 13 add 5, you are still getting 18, because if you split it up, if you do those extra ones, there's our 5 extra ones and our adding 3, they always make 8. Look, 5 add 3 equals 8, and then 8 add our 10, there's our 10 there, equals 18. That's really good. Again, if I heard 15 add 3, I'd be like, oh, bring the T numbers, what am I going to do? Actually, just use your number bonds. We know our number bonds, we know how to add small numbers together, so it's a really great way of working out bigger, more complex number sentences. So big well done if you got that question right. Now, we haven't seen this for a while. It's our part-whole models, isn't it? And it's just another way of showing our adding. So we've got here's our 2 and 7, and those two part numbers need to be added together to create the whole number. That's right, so you're going to add these two numbers together to finish this whole number at the top. And it's the same here. These two part numbers are going to be added together to create the whole number. And basically what that means is these two numbers here will be a number bond of this number up here. These two numbers here will be a number bond of this number up here. That's all it means. Okay, so pause the video, work it out, and we'll check on the next slide. Okay then, so where's my little arrow? There it is. 2 add 7 is 9. 2 add 7, 7 add 2 is a number bond of 9. And you can see I've demonstrated here on a number line. I've got 2 and I've jumped 7 and it's taken me to 9. And then this one, 4 add 3 is a number bond of 7. 4 add 3 equals 7, and I've done it here, started at 4, jumped 3, and it's given me 7. So well done if you got that right. You could have also demonstrated it using tens frames. So if you got 7 counters in your tens frame and added 2 more, it will have still told you 9, and then you could complete it. You could have done it with number lines like I have, or just with counters. As long as you got the correct answer, it doesn't really matter what strategy you used. Now, remember what I told you. We said 7 add 2 is a number bond of 9, and we said 3 and 4, or 4 and 3, was a number bond of, that's right, 7. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to be quiet now. So the question is, can you complete the additions using your number bond knowledge? Okay, using your number bond knowledge. can you complete the adding number sentences? So you'll probably want to pause the video for a while because there's quite a few questions there. There's 8 questions. So pause it for a long time and we'll check on the next slide. Okay then. Whoa! Lots of the answers are the same. Let's have a look. 12 add 7 equals 19. Well, if I look at the extra ones, 7 and 2 is a number bond of 9. That's right. So 2 add 7 is 9, and 9 adding on to our 10 is 19. That's right. 17 add 2. Let's look at those number bonds. So we've got 7 and 2 of the extra ones, the number bonds. They make 9 as well. Added on to our 10 is 19. Then we've got 7 add 12, but we've still got the same extra ones. Look, we've got an extra 2 and an extra 7. Together they make 9, so that also makes 19. 7 add 12 equals 19. 2 add 17. There's still, can you see those number bonds there? 2 and 7 are the spare extra ones, and 7 and 2, 2 add 7 is 9, and then 9 adding on to that 10 is 19. That's amazing. Look at all those different ways to make 19, and it was so easy once we knew that 2 add 7 or 7 add 2 makes 9. I was able to figure out that the answer was 19 quite quickly. Did you realise that? Once you knew 2 add 7 is 9, you could add that number to the 10 quickly to know what the answer was. I wonder if it works the same here. So I know that 3 add 4 equals 7, or 4 add 3 equals 7. So let's have a look. 13 add 4. There it is. 3 extra ones and 4 extra ones. That makes 7. So 7 adding on to that 10 makes 17. Then here, 14 add 3. It's a different number sentence, look, but I can still see those extra ones still make 7. This is so cool. So if I have my 10 and then I add it to my 7, because I know 4 add 3 makes 7, it's a number bond of 7, I've got 17 again. And then here, different number sentence again. 4 add 13. But look, there are those two numbers, 4 and 3, they make 7. It's a number bond of 7. So the answer, 4 add 13, is still 17. Oh, this is amazing. And then the last one, a different one again. 3 add 14 this time. But look, 3 add 4 is 7. So if we take the 10 and we add it to the 7 we've just made with our number bond, we've got 17 again. That is amazing, that is. Right, now using your knowledge of number bonds, tick all the additions that make 16. So let's have a look. We've got 14 add 2, so you need to be looking at those extra ones, those extra numbers, seeing if they make 6, because 16 is a 10 and 6 extra ones. So when you're looking at the number bonds, you need to be looking for it to be making the number 6. So 4 add 2, does that make 6? Will that make 16? Have a think. 15 add 2, does that make 16? 10 add 6, oh, does that make 16? 10 and 6, does that make 16? Have a think. 1 add 16. Mrs. Edwards' hamster's been very noisy today. You can hear him flicking his food around, cheeky chops. Bunko, be quiet, the year ones are learning. So 1 add 16, will that make 16? Then we've got 3 add 13. Think about those extra ones. Do they make 6 to make 16? Then we've got 12 add 5, 11 add 5, 1 add 15. Have a think. Have a good work it out. Use your number line, use your tens frames, use your counters, and then we will check the answer on the next slide. I've now got my Oscar banging on the door. Sorry, year ones. Right, it's time to check your answer. So tick the additions that make 16. So here we've got 14 add 2. Now 4 add 2, you can see here, it does make 6. So if we've got our 10 and then 4 add 2 makes 6, 10 add 6 equals 16. Here, 15 add 2. Oh, 5 add 2 makes 7, not 6. So that is not correct. So hopefully you didn't choose that one. This one, 10 add 6. Yeah, because 1 10 and 6 extra ones make 16. So that's definitely one that makes 16. Here, we've got 1 add 16. Now there's already 16 there. So there's no way that can make 16, because if you're adding one more, it's not going to be 16. It actually makes 17, doesn't it? So that one's not right. 13 or 3 add 13. 13 add 3. 2 3s added together make 6. So 6 add 10 makes 16, so that's the correct one. Then we've got 12 add 5. No, because 5 add 2 does not make 6, it makes 7, so that's wrong. This one, 11 add 5. Yep, because 5 add 1, look, where is it? 1 add 5, 5 add 1, it does make 6. So 11 add 5 does make 16. Well done if you got that one right. And then here, oh, my cursor's gone, come back. We've got 1 add 15, and that also makes 16, because we've got our 1 add 5 makes 16. So well done if you got those right using your number bond knowledge. Super job, guys. And then we're nearing the end of our numeracy lesson now. We've not got many more questions left to go. So it says complete the additions. So this time you have got the sort of final answer. You've got the total number here. So you need to be working out which number is missing to make the bond for that number. So 5 add what makes 9. Something add 2 makes 9. Think about what that missing number is, what that missing number bond is, and we'll check on the next slide. Okay, so 4 add 5 equals 9, and that's one of the number bonds to 9. And I did this one with my fingers. I know that 9 is 1 less than 10, so I took my thumb away, and then I knew I had 5, so I could see that there was 4 left. And then with 8, I could see that there was 1 left, and then, oh, quick, I keep doing that, sorry guys. And then here I've got 2, 7 left makes 9, and then 6 add 3 also makes 9. So well done if you got those correct. You could have done it with a tens frame, you could have done it with a number line on your fingers in your head, but those are the correct answers. So well done if you got them right. And then this is the last question for today, and you're sitting here and you're probably thinking, Mrs. Edwards, figuring out what 19 is? Don't panic. You've got your number bond knowledge now, haven't you? So we know that 5 add 4 makes 9. So we can't put 4 in there because 4 add 5 will only make 9. So we need to be getting a 10 in here. So what would that be then? If 5 add 4 makes 9, and it's not going to be 4, but it needs a 10. Have a think. Here we've got 18 add something makes 19. Think about those number bonds. We've got 2 here. We know that 7 add 2 makes 9, but there's a 10 missing somewhere, so we need to be having a number that's bigger than 10. Or 16 add... Oh, have a think. If you're clever, have a look at your previous answers, because there's quite a good clue in the last lot of questions we did. That's all I'm going to say. Just see if you can find the pattern. Sit with your grown-up, sit with your older brother or sister, and have a look at the pattern. See if you can spot it. Okay then, so let's have a look. It's 14 add 5, and the reason it's 14 add 5 is 4 add 5 makes 9, but we're making 19, so I need to get that 10 in somewhere. So I needed that to be 14, because 1 10 and 4 extra ones makes 14, which completes that number sentence. And then 18 add 1 is 19. I found that one quite easy because I know that 19 is 1 more, so I knew I only had to add 1 there. But it does help knowing that 8 and 1 is a number bond of 9. It did help me. And then here, I know that 7 add 2 is a number bond of 9, and you can see that on your previous question, your previous answers. And I just knew I had to put the 10 in because we were making a number that was bigger than 10. We were making 19, so I had to have that 10 in somewhere to make it make sense. And then here, 16 add 3, I know that 6 add 3 is a number bond, and it's already got my 10 there, so I didn't want to put 13 because that would make the total too big. So that's how I knew that. And you could have worked that out on tens, frames, number lines, using counters, using your knowledge, but well done if you got those correct. Now, I think that's been a really lovely lesson. It's been a while since we've done number bonds, and I've got to say it really excited me today. I'd forgotten how fun they were and how much impact they made when you did adding together. I found it very useful. I remember thinking, oh, I've managed to answer that question quite quickly. So it's really good if you get used to using number bonds. It's a really quick way of solving problems. So well done if you were able to add with number bonds today. If you felt a bit like, oh, that was a bit confusing, Mrs. Edwards, I struggled a little bit, don't panic. You can revisit it at a later date, or you can have a practice later on today, or you can just have a little rest and tackle it another time. Don't panic. We are all here to learn, and we are all here to keep practicing and to get better, so please don't worry. Now, I have loved looking at your work, but I always want to see more of it. So WhatsApp Mrs. Edwards on 07858 986604, or email me at year1@wrens-nest.dudley.shu.uk, or come and drop off your work in the post box, which is on our drive. Okay, there's a few ways you can get your work to me, and I do love reading it. So yeah, please bring it in. Another fab numeracy lesson today, even though Bunko and Oscar tried their best to ruin it, didn't they? But you've done really well just ignoring them and being super troopers. So big well done. Take care, stay safe, and I will hopefully see you very soon. Bye bye.